Seasonal snow is an important part of Earth's climate system. Snow cover helps regulate the temperature of the Earth's surface, and once that snow melts, the water helps fill rivers and reservoirs in many regions of the world. Ethical hacking involves an authorized attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer system, application, or data. Carrying out an ethical hack involves duplicating strategies and actions of malicious attackers. This practice helps to identify security vulnerabilities that can then be resolved before a malicious attacker has the opportunity to exploit them. Positive mood can have certain positive effects on people as a whole. Good mood is usually considered a state without an identified cause. People seem to experience a positive mood when they have a clean slate, have had a good night's sleep, and feel no sense of stress in their life. The constituents of a galaxy are formed out of gaseous matter that assembles through gravitational self-attraction. At this level, the resulting fundamental components are the stars, which are typically assembled in clusters from the various condensing nebulae. The great variety of stellar forms are determined almost entirely by the mass, composition and evolutionary state of these stars. The Sun generates energy from a process called nuclear fusion. During nuclear fusion, the high pressure and temperature in the Sun's core cause nuclei to separate from their electrons. Hydrogen nuclei fuse to form one helium atom. During the fusion process, radiant energy is released. Scientists have produced an implantable medical device that mimics the primary function of blood vessels, but goes a number of steps further than its natural counterparts. These electronic blood vessels can be used to facilitate the flow of blood, as demonstrated in rabbits, but could also be configured to assist in drug delivery, wound healing and even gene therapy. Knowing how the body functions is important. If you understand how a body operates, then you will know if everything is working the way it is supposed to. And knowing why it operates the way it does helps you to know how to develop a lifelong plan for good health. What makes the Earth habitable? It is at the right distance from the Sun, it is protected from harmful solar radiation by its magnetic field, it is kept warm by an insulating atmosphere, and it has the right chemical ingredients for life, including water and carbon. Self-driving vehicles are cars or trucks in which human drivers are never required to take control to safely operate the vehicle. Also known as autonomous or driverless cars, they combine sensors and software to control, navigate, and drive the vehicle. We humans have the ability to perceive things through our senses. Even when it is gone out of sense, we still have retained a faint impression of such in our minds. The retained impression of stimuli into our brain is called memory, and the collection of episodes of this memory can then be referred to as experience. The Australian mining industry amounts to 75% of the country's exports, contributes significantly to Australia's workforce and is a leading influence on Australia's standard of living, rising incomes and flourishing economy. Australia has discovered first-class mineral deposits in Western Australia, South Australia and Queensland, but there are more regions to explore. Succulents have long been one of the most popular types of indoor plants. There are a variety of reasons for their popularity. They come in a wide range of shapes and sizes and require very little care in the way of watering and pruning. Kicking or punching during sleep may be caused by smoking, head injury, or pesticide use. According to a new study, smoking, head injury, pesticide exposure, farming and less education may be risk factors for a rare sleep disorder that causes people to kick or punch during sleep. An avalanche is a rapid flow of snow down a hill or mountain. Avalanches can be set off spontaneously, by such factors as increased precipitation or snowpack weakening, or by external means such as humans, animals, and earthquakes. Primarily composed of flowing snow and air, large avalanches have the capability to capture and move ice, rocks, and trees. Sleepwalking or talking occurs when a sleeping person exhibits behaviors associated with being awake or appears to be awake but is actually still sleeping. Sleep talking happens when a person vocalizes anything from a few words to a whole conversation in sleep. Sudoku puzzles are so beloved in Japan is because the Japanese language doesn't work very well for crossword puzzles, so a number puzzle was much more successful in Japanese culture. Also, Japan tends to love puzzles, since it is a country where people make lengthy commutes and they need to kill time while waiting for the next stop. Opened in 1856, the collection at National Portrait Gallery reflects the lawmakers and taste shapers of British culture, from monarchs to musicians, actors, explorers and authors. Since 1980 the gallery has commissioned works, and it hosts the Portrait Prize exhibition every year. While paintings make up the greatest proportion of the collection, there are also photographs, videos and multimedia installations. The highest temperature recorded on Earth has been measured in three major ways: air, ground, and satellite observation. Air observation is used as the standard measurement due to persistent issues with unreliable ground and satellite readings. Air measurements are noted by the World Meteorological Organization and others as the standard to be used for determining the official record. A fiscal deficit is a shortfall in a government's income compared with its spending. The government that has a fiscal deficit is spending beyond its means. It is calculated as a percentage of gross domestic product, or simply as total dollars spent in excess of income. Color is a form of nonverbal communication. Its meaning can change from one day to the next with any individual. For example, people may choose to wear red on a particular day and this may indicate this is their favorite color, or it may mean that they are feeling angry that day, on either a conscious or a subconscious level.